It's about prioritizing what you have in your life and decluttering the things that don't add value. One of the things that I was taught by one of my mentors, Tony Robbins, is net time. So no extra time. Interesting when you sit with that for a while, how that you can actually, the answer actually comes to us if we are open to it. So we're all possible to achieve the lives that we're after, and it all starts with us. Being a dad is one of the most rewarding roles we will ever have in our lives, but also can be one of the most overwhelming, where we find ourselves facing the pressures of juggling the demands of our family, careers, and life. This show will feature industry experts in mental health, social services, and personal development, along with resilient dad role models, whose stories of overcoming the challenges of parenting get a new vision for the life you and your kids deserve. I'm your host, Pat DiDomenico, and this is the Resilient Dad Show.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Decker, and I have the privilege of guest hosting for this special Q&A episode with the host of Resilient Dad, Pat. Pat, how are you doing today?
Excellent, Chris, and thank you very much for taking on the role as guest host for this Q&A session that we're doing for season 2.
You see, I've got 3 questions for you, and I'd like to start with number 1, which is, how do you balance the demands of work and parenting, especially if you're a single dad?
It's not only balancing in terms of your life and being a parent, but looking at what are the things that are in your life and analyzing the importance of those things, because we only have a certain amount of time. So it's decreasing the clutter, looking at where are you putting your time and your focus and what's really important to you. And then you'll be able to see where it is that you're investing your time and that where is it that you should be investing your time, such as your kids. So that for me, it's about prioritizing what you have in your life and decluttering the things that don't add value, because there's so many things that we all have that we're unconscious about that can give us more time back that we're after.
What are some of the ways that I can start to prioritize my time as a father?
It is looking at, as I was mentioning, similar to the previous question, of what is it that is important to you? You know, how are you investing your time in terms of your personal health, your personal well-being? Where is it that you're spending time to have that connection with your kids and also with others? Because, you know, one of the 6 basic human needs is, you know, love and connection and variety. So where is it that we're actually having that time to be able to connect with others and away from our busy lives that, you know, we've created, whether it's your career or whatever it may be, so that we actually have time for the important things in life?
I think that's an excellent strategy to start to take a look at prioritizing time, because time will help us balance the demands of work and parenting. And I think that leads me into my next question is, what other strategies can you use to stay connected with your children and maintain strong relationships with them?
One of the things that I was taught by one of my mentors, Tony Robbins, is net time. So no extra time. So where is it that you could be time duplicating and using your time efficiently? So as an example, I went for a walk Sunday morning, and at the same time, my 4-year-old son came with me. During that time, I was able to exercise, connect with him, and also be able to have a time where it was just me and him having an open discussion where he felt that the time was focused on him. So I was using my time efficiently, nice and early in the morning, and the reason why I'm able to do that is because I take care of my body, I look after, you know, my nutrition, and I make sure that I get sleep. Instead of scrolling on our phones in the middle of the night or as we put ourselves to sleep, you know, make sure those distractions are out of reach, so that, you know, when you go to bed, for instance, that's the time that you go to bed. And then that way you're more efficient in using your time as best as you can, because we all get the same amount of time. But why do some people get more done than others? It's because they're more efficient with their time.
Yeah. Awesome. I think that's really, really, really sound advice. My next question is, how do you prioritize self-care as a dad? And how do you make time for activities that nourish and rejuvenate you?
In my experience, I've realized that I can't pour from an empty cup. So self-care is actually caring for others. And so by me taking care of myself, making sure that I get, good sleep, making sure that I declutter my mind, I eliminate the things that aren't adding value into my life, making sure that I create those habits that are actually serving me and achieving the life that I want. So I wake up nice and early in the morning before the kids wake up. Whether I go for a walk or just a walk or go to the gym or whatever it may do, but I'm getting that movement, that exercise. I'm getting that, vitamin D, that sun first thing in the morning. And then I'll make sure that I set up my day to succeed. So the night before, I'm already looking at what is it that I need to do so that I'm not going into the day unprepared. And me making those just small adjustments and commitments and the discipline of the good behavior patterns is what's creating and giving me more time to be able to take care of myself without taking away from my family. And that's possible for anyone else.
Awesome. That's definitely possible for anyone else. Is there any closing thoughts that you have for this episode, Pat?
That we all know deep down the answers to what we actually need, but we just get so stuck in our minds on the actual, the challenge and the problem. And I invite everyone to always ask themselves the question is like, if I wanted this situation to be better, what is it that I think that I could do? And it's interesting when you sit with that for a while, how that you can actually, the answer actually comes to us if we are open to it. So we're all possible to achieve the lives that we're after. And it all starts with us. So Chris, thank you very much for being our guest host today. I appreciate your contribution and your time. And for everyone, as we, in season 2, as we go through the journey of self-discovery, leadership, and prospering for a life of fulfillment, make sure that you always remember you're stronger than you think you are, and you stay resilient. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, share the content, and also join our Facebook community, because if you're not there, you're missing out on a place where you can have that connection and be able to share your thoughts, gain support, and become the resilient dad that you're after. So on that, stay resilient. Hey everyone, really appreciate you listening to today's show. It means a lot to me that you are part of the journey and mission to help fathers be the best dads possible. I'd really appreciate it if you review the show and share it with someone you genuinely believe could benefit from this content. Please visit resilientdad.com for more content and resources as we build this community for dads everywhere.